Now that we've made the decision and we know who we're going to mentor, I am so excited to give them the check. You guys are the winners!
No way!
You gotta be kidding me, you guys!
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Yeah, get in on this.
All right, take care, guys. It's going to be a
care.
good journey, and I think we're going to see.
We look forward to coming and seeing you guys in Tennessee.
Yeah,
You've seen our
absolutely.
operation. Now we're going to come see yours and learn some more stuff.
You guys made it!
Hello!
Welcome to Tennessee.
Oh man, we are so glad to be here. It is gorgeous.
It's a big
I can't believe how
big
green
change.
it is. It is. That's a big change.
You have arrived.
We have. Glad to be here.
Week of boot camp.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't wait, man. We're
Y'all starting
all
off.
excited.
You're all starting off fully refreshed, right?
You bet. Absolutely.
So let's get you all settled in here. I know you're really tired. We love to just talk just a little bit, and then you guys just need to rest because we've got a very busy week ahead of us.
Oh, we're looking forward to all of it. We're game for all of it.
Awesome. Yeah, well, come on in. So there's a lot of antique stuff in here.
Oh my gosh, it's just so cute.
Yeah, we'd love to sit down and kind of just hear a little bit of what's happening and then let you guys rest and,
absolutely.
catch up. This is such a cute cabin, and I just thrilled that you all can be here for this week and just kind of enjoy being here and relax as much as you can, because when you're not here, it's going to be chaotic and hectic and a lot going on. So how's it been going on your end?
It's been an interesting summer for us outside of this program, simply because we're dealing with kind of unprecedented numbers of surrenders, and I think it's just because of the financial situation in Colorado. It's pretty tough right now.
Are you getting calls from out of the state?
Absolutely. We've taken in horses from Wyoming, Kansas, New Mexico, and I believe we've even got 2 or 3 coming in from Utah later this year.
When we were in Colorado, I know I gave you guys a whole lot of stuff, and we sat in your little office and we went over so many different things, and we've been talking Zoom meetings and stuff. How is getting all the ducks in a row from that list going?
It's going really well. I know we had some hiccups in the road trying to find the right program for us and the right platforms for us. Our financial gal has been, poor Christine, she's been working overtime trying to get everything rolling so that we can we just need to take better track of our finances. We need to have a better overall picture of exactly where the money's coming from and exactly where it's going and how we can strengthen some of the weak areas in our financial program. So I know that the financial outline that you've sent over has been huge in getting things changed.
Well, you guys have been going on 36 hours of no sleep, unless you manage to nap a little bit in the airplane. And we know you're tired. We've got to get back to the shelter, finish up some evening chores, and then we will see you guys bright and early Sunday morning.
Yeah, just get lots of rest and enjoy this beautiful cabin and the woods around here and the river. It's just gorgeous. And just also take this time, you're away from the organization. How long has it been since you've been away from the rescue?
I haven't been away from the rescue this long for 3-4 years. Yeah.
Well,
so yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. So just take tomorrow to rest up, relax, and then Sunday we've got an adoption event. Monday we've got an adoption event. Tuesday we're going to the auction. Wednesday's intake, and Thursday's more mentoring. So we are going to be jam-packed with stuff for you. So
I'm totally game.
Awesome.
I am so ready for this.
She's ready. She's ready. All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, we will see you guys on Sunday. It's so great to have you in Tennessee, and
yes,
we really appreciate it.
Sure.
Hey, thanks a lot for having us out here. We're really looking forward to it.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Get a lot of good sleep, because Sunday's going to be very busy.
All right, sounds good.
We're ready.
See you in the morning.
Yep.
must be it.
Oh yeah, hey Addison, we're finally here. Check it out.
Cool.
Oh, and there they are.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how are you?
Well, you are here.
We are. Oh, we're so excited. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
having us out here.
Yeah, no, for sure. So you can just park by the office, and we're gonna have a staff meeting with everybody, kind of just going over how the day is gonna go.
Okay.
And we'll get this day rolling.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, so glad to finally be here, guys.
Yeah,
Wow,
no,
welcome.
for sure.
Welcome.
For sure.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
How was y'all's
Yes,
weekend so far?
Oh, it's been really enjoyable. Really enjoyable.
So you said that you have a board member and your vet coming.
Absolutely, we do. We are super lucky that we have our vet coming. Our vet is, as you've met her before, she's absolutely fantastic. She's just the best vet in the world, and she's decided to come all the way out here with us and kind of see your program and see how your vet handles evaluations and intakes and things like that, so that we can make some adjustments to our program to see if we can streamline things a little bit. So, and probably my best friend and board member.
Nice.
So we've got her coming too. So I'm super excited. We've got a great crew of CHRN coming out today to, see all of this. And
Our staff have been getting horses into the barn because we have the big adoption event today, and we're gonna have a staff meeting in the barn, and we'll head over there, and then hopefully your crew will get here and we can start the day.
okay,
All right.
sounds great.
So everyone, this is the organization we've been mentoring. We are delighted to have them here. It was 2 years ago, the same month we were mentoring Ponytails, and they are doing amazingly well now. And so we hope that these wonderful, awesome folks can take everything that we're doing here and replicate it at their organization and really thrive. So we're doing an adoption event today. Because of COVID, we are taking appointments of, they have their appointment time, they come here, they work with the adoption specialists, trainers, and then they adopt the horse. We're doing 2 appointments kind of back to back. Safety first. We don't want people going into stalls with horses. We don't want them going into pens with horses. So all of you that are watching, these adoptions and the staff and volunteers coming in. Oh, we got somebody here. Hello.
Oh, hey guys!
Hey.
You made it.
Oh, you found a kitty!
Awesome.
So everybody, this is our wonderful vet, Dr. King, Dr. Alyssa King. You can just call her Alyssa, she's cool. And this is our board member, Myra. She's also a good friend of ours.
Oh, awesome. We're so happy that you're here. So we're just having a staff meeting about what's happening today, the adoption process. These are 2 adoption teams. Leaders, yes. So we have Maddie and Jesse. If you want to go with Maddie, and then Myra, if you want to hang out with Jesse, and then we'll switch halfway through the day, so you can really kind of see what the adoption process is like with the adoption specialist. And then I'll be hanging out with Carrie and Pete, and we'll be kind of watching the whole thing through the day. So you'll be able to tell them insights of what you're seeing with the adoptions and how they're handled. So. All right, everyone, thanks for participating in the staff meeting. Go ahead and head to your stations, and we're gonna give them a tour. So right now, our staff are bringing horses into this barn for adoptions. These are horses that our adoption specialists think that they probably have the right match for. So everyone coming today, they've had their application in, it's already been approved. It's approved for an appointment, and that way, if they come here and we're just like, boy, this is not the right home, we can say, sorry, this isn't the right match. So they're not approved to adopt when they come here, they're approved for an appointment, and then we're gonna see if we have the right match. And that kind of eliminates somebody coming and being like, I'm approved to adopt a horse. Why? You're approved for an appointment, come see the horses. We don't adopt out horses but like the Wednesday prior to this event, so everyone that's coming in knows that they want to get here first. So like we have 2 trucks and trailers lined up out there right now, because we have 2 appointments kind of back to back. So because we're holding this event right now, last month we had 26 adoptions just because so many people were like, oh, I want this horse and I don't want to wait to the event. Well, you can adopt it now. So I think you're all ready to go meet up with your team, and then I will keep giving you guys more adoption info. So have fun.
Have fun, guys.
So they've already started the adoption with this adopter. So between the different adoption stations, the same thing's happening here as would be happening over in the other barn. So letting the person look at the horse, see what they think of it, and then watching the saddling process happen, riding. And if somebody comes we don't believe is the right level for that horse, it's good to always show them that horse, just because they came here, they want to see it, but then explain why this isn't the right match. Now, some people can get offended by that, but overall, you know, if you can explain it to them and say, this is why we're not comfortable adopting this horse to you, but we have this horse that we would feel really good about adopting to you.
Yeah, we do that. We do that as well.
Yeah. What do you think about Aston Soldier? You want to adopt him? Take him home with you?
Definitely.
Well, that's awesome. They're going to be adopting these two.
That is just such a super cute little Hackney pony. We really don't see very many of those guys in Colorado. They're kind of popular out there in the little, you know, children's hunter rings and things like that. We'll have to come out and see if you've got some extra Hackneys.
It's quite common to find them at the auctions.
I'm impressed with the streamlining of the adoption process. That has certainly been impressive. It's obviously, you know, something that is going to be acquired over time as far as figuring out where your parameters are on adoption and things like that. But it's nice to be able to have all of it on site, to have everything, you know, right here where one step follows another and it's not getting bounced back and forth from different emails and different people, that everybody's in the same office. So that seems like it really makes the process a whole lot easier. This is a nice process to see. I'm glad that we got to come out and see all of this firsthand for sure.
So how was your adoption experience?
Oh, it's been amazing.
Awesome.
I absolutely love everything Yins do down here. Yins are so great with all of it.
Well, awesome. So how'd you find out about this event?
Well, I've actually been following Yins on Facebook and on YouTube for like a while now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we wanted to come to the last one, and I was just a little bit too late writing in about it. So I was like, oh, we're going. So.
Got in line,
Yes.
and you're taking horses home today.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I mean, as an adopter, do you think this is a good thing that needs to happen more? Is having these adoption events?
I think it's amazing. A lot of people, they don't get the opportunity to go and buy the horse of their dreams. And the adoption events, I really think it gives them that incentive to go and adopt instead of just going and buying.
Awesome. Well, you guys can hit the road, and thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we
for
really
sure.
appreciate it.
Well, there's two more off to a wonderful home.
Oh, it was wonderful to watch the process from start to finish too. It was really interesting.
And you know, she said, you know, she saw social media, YouTube. That's why it's so important to have a presence with social media.
Oh, absolutely. I think that probably 70 or 80% of our adoptions come from, you know, some of our social media posts, and we've been really trying to build some of our other social media on your suggestions. So I'm really glad to come out here and see somebody who saw something on Facebook and YouTube and then came out and decided to adopt a horse through it, and heck, they went home with two. So I mean, that's even better. That's great.
Sure.
And this is the guy you got at the auction a couple auctions ago, right?
And this family's adopted from us before, so he would have an excellent home. Hello. Hey, so what do you think of the big fella? He's big. He's a big fella. He gets fat, he's gonna be even bigger, like though. Like, I think he would really thrive in your home.
Well, they're actually moving to the family farm.
Nice.
Going to set up and everything, so.
Nice.
I mean, I'd take them all if I could.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Perfect.
This is so awesome. He is such a good horse, and it's just perfect for them. So.
Oh, old geldings have an absolute soft spot in my heart. I think probably 30% of our adoptions are horses over the age of 20. They make the most perfect kids horse, family starter horse. They've been there, they've done that, they've seen it.
And those are a lot of the ones that are actually slaughtered because they can't work on the ranch anymore. They just end up falling through the cracks because they're older, and then they are sent to slaughter, and that's just so devastating because they're such awesome horses. It's adoptions like this that make our work 100% worth it.
Oh, absolutely worthwhile, where you have absolutely no question in your brain that they're going to take this horse home and he's going to have his best life and they're going to love him for forever.
Yeah, absolutely. All the adoptions are going great. We're in between adoption appointments right now, and Carrie says there's something she wants to talk about.
When we originally started this program with our mentorship, we were nervous going forward because we are a rescue that's well known for adopting out a lot of senior horses, a lot of special needs horses, things like that. And it was scary going forward because you hear all the rumors that Horse Plus doesn't support the rescue of horses over a certain age. They don't support the rescues of horses that aren't completely sound. They don't support keeping horses around that are hard keepers or going to have hard rehabs. And one thing I noticed throughout the entire day today, I saw literally one of every single types of those horses adopted out today. I saw a horse that wasn't sound adopted out. I saw a horse that was untouched adopted out. I saw an Arabian adopted out. I saw a senior adopted out. I saw young horses that didn't have any handling. And today I saw numerous horses over the age of 20 get adopted out. Like I say, it's embarrassing to say that I believed any of the stuff that people were telling me and any of that hype. It was pretty fantastic coming here today and seeing that I have been dead wrong the whole time, that there are all of those horses here and we're getting to see all of them adopted out, and it was pretty cool.
What Carrie just said is so true. There's so many animal welfare organizations out there, and somebody finds out something on the internet or they make something up completely and the organization's name gets dragged through the mud. Horse Plus does have a small percentage of people who do not like that we're a full circle of life horse shelter, and they do try to discredit our organization, but the reality of what we do here is what Carrie saw. We're going to follow this adoption process from the paperwork end of it. So we're going to go behind the desk, and then you can see kind of how the process works as far as once it's in the office.
Okay, excellent.
So we have all the adoption bags made up for the event, and then every horse has its own folder. So they're just getting the information out of that folder. And if you give everything with that horse, the hopes is that it will stay with that horse, like a nice folder with all its information in it. It's microchip information. There's an adoption contract that they fill out, and that goes over, keeping the horse and all that. And then there's an additional one that they sign that it's first right of refusal if the horse doesn't work out. It comes back to us. And then quarantining, because we always recommend quarantining the horse after it's been adopted.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So here's Indigo's information. This is her microchip, her Coggins, her vet record, and this is how you
And
get the
register her
microchip.
microchip. Okay.
Yes.
I do that with all my other critters.
Good,
I'm so
good.
glad you do that.
Yes. Here's a bag for Indigo, and we have some electrolytes for Indigo.
Oh my goodness. Awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
It was so easy. The process was really easy. I filled out everything online on my adoption form. They emailed me back very quickly after they checked my references and set up a time and date to come down here and check out some of the horses. And I was lucky enough to find one.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So now you're kind of seeing the back end of it. What do you think of the back end?
I like, just the streamlining of the paperwork process and everything, doing all of that stuff, putting what we can of health records. And actually we have started, because we've started utilizing your intake and evaluation forms, we started providing copies of those with our adoptions, just to make everybody so much more confident in their adoption. So that part looks really important. I'm glad that we're, trying to get that initialized within our own rescue.
Colorado Horse Rescue Network is really at the place Horse Plus was several years ago. As the organization grows, you go through a lot of growing pains of learning what works. And with our mentoring, we'll be able to help them avoid a lot of mistakes that can happen as your organization grows.
So it's just afternoon and we've gotten 7 horses adopted so far. So what do you think of this whole process and kind of sitting back and watching it unfold in front of you?
Oh, it's been fantastic watching all of these guys find forever homes. It looks like a couple of them are, you know, kind of long-term residents that have been here for a while too. So obviously showing, you know, just what the magic of doing an adoption day is as far as getting all of these, you know, even long-term horses moved into homes. All the adopters today, I've been pretty impressed. I was a little skeptical going into the type of people that you would get in an adoption event kind of like this. And really, the adopters have all seemed like just really wonderful homes. And almost all of them seem to be looking at 2 horses. And I mean, that's just that many more, you know, that are going out to great families. And it's been pretty neat to watch the process from start to finish. So I see we've got 2 more people waiting to come in. So tell me, what is the process to get ready to adopt through Horse Plus? What are the steps for someone when they're wanting to come in and do one of these adoption days?
So we advertise to find the people out there, and then there's an application on our website. It's important when you're presenting horses to the public, especially as an adoption, to let them know that you're going to make it as easy as possible for them. Because like, I don't know how many people I have talked to that want to adopt a dog, and they are trying to look at different dog rescues, and they get denied, and they're like a veterinarian or something. Like, they're totally qualified to have a dog, but because whatever on their application doesn't make. So you've got to look at adopters as they could be getting a horse from anywhere. They're good people on the whole. That's how you adopters are good people on the whole. You just want to try to bring them in and make them feel comfortable through the whole process and do it as fast as you can. So we have an application on our website. They fill it out. When that application is received, we're checking personal references and then their vet and farrier reference. You know, I think a lot of times veterinarians feel a little like, I don't know if I want to say, because I don't want to potentially hurt my client, but there's lots of times we've called the veterinarians like, yeah, everything's fine, or yeah, they're behind on their bills, and that's all they have to say. And we don't disclose why we deny somebody, so it's protecting, you know, the veterinarian, the farrier.
Oh, absolutely. If
they're like, yeah, so we, you know, just sorry we weren't able to approve you for an appointment at this time. And that's what we like, to be able to have the adoption application a process to become approved to come here and get an appointment, not that, yes, you're approved to get a horse, until we've done that in person. Because you learn so much from somebody in person than you do on paper.
I don't know where this road leads. All I know is I wanna go with you in a life where there's no sure things. I am sure I wanna live it with you.
So Donovan's getting adopted, and that's 11 adoptions for today.
That's a lot of adoptions, and that's kind of a neat story that it's going to end with him, because he was kind of a big story from the beginning.
Yeah, no, for sure. And a lot of people, you know, when he came, they're like, oh, he kicked, you're just going to put him down. And it's like, we want to give horses a chance. If he would have kept that behavior going, then he wouldn't be safe to adopt out. But he's, you know, with all the training and everything we put him through, he's done really, really well.
I'm really impressed with everything that got thrown at him today too.
Yeah.
I mean, he got ridden for not 1, but 2 adoption appointments, and then, you know, she even got on him bareback, and he really, you know.
He was scared, but he tried.
But he reacted the right way, you know, and he took it all in stride in the end, so.
Yeah, well, I am thrilled that he's getting such a great home. So it was a pretty busy day, but you got to see a lot of adoptions in a short period. So 11 adoptions today, which is really, really huge. I mean, that some organizations, that's what they adopt out in a year. So what did you think of the adoption event?
I think it was a pretty good deal. You know, I like the organization of your appointments and having people sitting outside waiting to come in, so you don't end up with people pulling in while you're dealing with somebody else, and they go wandering through your pens, and it doesn't turn out well. No, I thought that you guys did a very good job, and it was very organized, and there's quite a few things that we can work on at home that we've learned today.
Good. Well, that's awesome.
And the paperwork end of it. It was nice seeing how the paperwork end of it works, and that, you know, that everybody is pre-approved for their appointment, not necessarily adoption, but they're pre-approved for the appointment, so that you know you're not wasting anybody's time when they show up here. They're not wasting their time, you're not wasting yours. And then they come here and you see if you can find the right fit, and if you can, that's great. In fact, I think there was only one trailer that left here today empty.
So adoption events are great things to do at your facility, and it really raises awareness and gets a lot of horses into homes. When I started this concept of mentoring, I wanted to make sure that we weren't telling other organizations what they had to do and what they had to be in. Like from the beginning, I told you this isn't what you have to do, but this is how we should do it. So that's why with this mentoring program, we wanted it to really enhance the programs that are out there with these organizations, because there's great organizations out there like yourself, and not change them or try to partner with them or take any of their identity away, but build up their identity and make them stronger.
Well, and that's kind of what has attracted me to this from the beginning. You know, we believed so much in the idea. We had implemented it before we had even started working with your program or mentoring or anything like that. You know, we were just inspired by the idea that if someone needs help for their horse, there are no resources in the state of Colorado for them. I mean, it's not like you can take, you know, your dog to an animal shelter if you can't care for it anymore. What are you going to do with your horse? The only option for these people is for them to take them to a sale barn. I mean, that's it. There is no other option. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the people don't want to do that.
So Pete, was there any adoption today that really stood out in your mind as being special?
Yeah, the first one that was in, I believe the horse's name was Titan, kind of a great big old guy, and it was a family of, you know, grandparents, parents, and kids. That horse just fit that mold perfectly for those folks. That was as good a fit as I've seen for a long time.
One of the adoptions that I thought was a very good fit was, I believe his name was Indigo, and the gal's story was very interesting when she had to save up her own money until she was 16 to get her own horse, and I think it was just a perfect match.
And my favorite, it was kind of neat seeing Donovan get a home at the end of the day, though, because we had been surfing around on Facebook, and we were messaging back and forth, a couple of my friends and board members and I, and they all said, did you see the newest video from the auction save? Tawny got nailed. Like, she got kicked bad. I mean, and they're like, I mean, it was very dramatic. Oh, she went flying, oh, you know, and how bad it was, how badly you'd gotten kicked. So watching him, you know, go to a lady and getting loaded in a trailer, and him being the last one of the day, that just seemed perfect that he was the last one of the day. What an excellent note to wrap up on.
The adoption event was a huge success. We adopted out a lot of horses, and Colorado Horse Rescue Network is learning a lot. They're asking a lot of great questions, and I'm really happy about that because I can tell they're just soaking up the information. The next few days are going to be very busy, so I hope they're resting up because we've got a lot in store for them.